Welcome to our exploration of shocking historical facts that often slip through the cracks of traditional school curriculums. In this video, we'll dive into some of the most surprising and lesser-known events that have shaped our world. From bizarre occurrences to pivotal moments that changed the course of history, these stories are not just fascinating, they're essential for a well-rounded understanding of our past. Have you ever wondered about the hidden narratives behind major historical events? Or how certain figures and incidents have been overshadowed by more popular tales? We'll uncover these intriguing facts that challenge the conventional narratives we've been taught. Understanding these overlooked aspects of history is crucial, as they provide context to our present and future. By shedding light on these surprising truths, we aim to spark your curiosity and encourage you to think critically about the stories we often take for granted. So, buckle up as we embark on this enlightening journey through time, revealing the shocking historical facts that deserve a spotlight. The forgotten female warriors. Throughout history, countless women have risen to challenge societal norms, stepping into roles as fierce warriors and leaders. In this segment, we'll explore the remarkable stories of female warriors who defied expectations and left an indelible mark on their cultures. From the legendary Amazons of ancient mythology, who were celebrated for their bravery and combat skills, to the iconic Joan of Arc, who led French troops to victory during the 100 Years' War, these women broke barriers in ways that continue to inspire today. Their contributions were not merely personal triumphs, they significantly impacted their societies, reshaping perceptions of gender roles and capabilities. The Amazons, for instance, challenged the notion of femininity in their time, while Joan of Arc's unwavering faith and leadership galvanized a nation. Despite their remarkable achievements, traditional narratives often overlook these female figures, relegating them to the shadows of history. By bringing their stories to light, we can challenge these conventional views and recognize the vital roles women have played throughout history. Join us as we celebrate these forgotten female warriors and their enduring legacies. The Great Emu War. In 1932, Australia found itself embroiled in one of the most bizarre conflicts in history, the Great Emu War. This unusual war arose when emus, large flightless birds native to Australia, began invading farmland in Western Australia, wreaking havoc on crops and causing frustration among farmers. With the emu population soaring, the government decided to take action, deploying soldiers armed with machine guns to combat these feathered foes. What followed was a series of comical encounters where the emus proved to be surprisingly elusive and resilient. Despite the military's efforts, the birds outsmarted the soldiers, leading to a series of failed attempts to control the population. The absurdity of the situation quickly became apparent, as the emus seemed to mock their human adversaries, darting away and scattering in all directions. Ultimately, the Great Emu War ended in a rather humorous defeat for the soldiers, highlighting the challenges of human intervention in nature. This strange historical event serves as a reminder of the unexpected and often humorous twists that history can take, leaving us to ponder the lessons learned from our feathered foes. The real Dracula, Vlad the Impaler. Vlad the Impaler, often shrouded in legend, was a real historical figure whose reign in Wallachia during the 15th century was marked by brutality and fear. Known for his ruthless methods of ruling, Vlad earned his infamous nickname due to his penchant for impaling his enemies, a gruesome tactic that instilled terror in both his foes and his subjects. His reign was characterized by a fierce desire to maintain power and protect his territory from external threats, particularly the Ottoman Empire. Vlad's legacy did not end with his death, instead, it laid the groundwork for the Dracula mythos that would later captivate literature and popular culture. Bram Stoker's iconic character, Count Dracula, drew inspiration from Vlad's notorious reputation, blending historical fact with fiction to create a chilling vampire tale that has endured for generations. Understanding Vlad the Impaler's actions within their historical context reveals the complexities of his character and the tumultuous times in which he lived. His brutal reign had lasting implications for Romania, shaping its national identity and leaving an indelible mark on its history that continues to intrigue and horrify to this day. Operation Paul Bunyan, the largest tree cutting. In 1968, the US military launched Operation Paul Bunyan, an operation that, at first glance, seems absurd. The mission was to cut down a single tree in Vietnam. This operation was initiated in response to the killing of 2 US soldiers by Viet Cong forces who were using the tree as cover. The military's decision to deploy significant resources, including a convoy of vehicles and heavy machinery, to eliminate this tree highlights the lengths to which they would go in the context of the Vietnam War. The operation became a symbol of the war's absurdity, showcasing how military might was sometimes directed toward trivial tasks while larger strategic goals remained elusive. The irony of using extensive military resources for such a seemingly mundane objective raises questions about priorities and effectiveness during the conflict. As the chainsaws roared and the tree fell, it became a moment of dark humor amidst the chaos of war, illustrating the disconnect between military operations and the realities on the ground. Operation Paul Bunyan serves as a reminder of the bizarre and often surreal nature of the Vietnam War, leaving us to ponder the true cost of such endeavors. The Dancing Plague of 1518. In the summer of 1518, the residents of Strasbourg, then part of the Holy Roman Empire, were swept up in a bizarre phenomenon known as the Dancing Plague. It all began when a woman named Frau Trophia stepped into the streets and began dancing uncontrollably. Within days, dozens joined her, and soon the streets were filled with people dancing without rest, some collapsing from exhaustion. The community was both fascinated and horrified as the phenomenon escalated, leading to several deaths attributed to sheer physical strain. Theories about the cause of this mass hysteria abound. Some historians suggest that ergot poisoning, caused by a hallucinogenic mold found on damp rye, could have triggered such erratic behavior. Others point to the immense social stress and hardships faced by the community, including famine and disease, which may have contributed to this collective breakdown. The Dancing Plague remains one of history's most bizarre episodes, illustrating how psychological and social factors can intertwine in unexpected ways. This strange event invites us to ponder the limits of human behavior and the mysteries of the mind, leaving us captivated by the absurdity of a community caught in a dance they could not escape. The Great Molasses Flood. On January 15, 1919, the city of Boston experienced one of the most unusual disasters in history, the Great Molasses Flood. A massive storage tank filled with over 2 million gallons of molasses burst, unleashing a wave of thick, sticky syrup that surged through the streets at an estimated speed of 35 miles per hour. The flood caused widespread destruction, demolishing buildings, sweeping away vehicles, and tragically claiming the lives of 21 people while injuring over 150 others. In the aftermath, the disaster prompted significant legal and social ramifications. Victims and their families sought justice, leading to a landmark lawsuit against the United States Industrial Alcohol Company, which owned the tank. The case highlighted issues of corporate responsibility and safety regulations, ultimately resulting in stricter oversight of industrial practices. The Great Molasses Flood serves as a reminder of the unexpected nature of disasters, illustrating how something as seemingly benign as molasses could wreak havoc on a city. This bizarre event captivates our imagination, inviting us to reflect on the fragility of urban life and the unforeseen consequences of industrialization in the early 20th century. Conclusion. In this video, we've journeyed through some of the most shocking historical facts that often go overlooked in traditional education. From the bizarre antics of the Great Emu War to the brutal reign of Vlad the Impaler, and the absurdity of the Dancing Plague, these stories remind us that history is filled with unexpected twists and fascinating figures. The key takeaway is that understanding these lesser-known events enriches our perspective on the past and challenges the narratives we often accept. If you found these insights intriguing, we encourage you to take action by subscribing to our channel and liking this video. Your support helps us continue to explore and share more captivating stories from history. Additionally, we invite you to share this video with friends and family who might appreciate a fresh look at history. Don't forget to explore our related content on the channel, where you can dive deeper into other surprising historical events and figures. Together, let's uncover the hidden gems of our past and keep the conversation going. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in our next video.